Hi, my name is Ladey from Pink Parties Press. Now, this article is a series and it's about how to start and how to finish your book. In the first part, we talked about what inspires you to write your book in the first place. And now we're going to talk about what subject you are going to write about. Do you already know? Well, this is a little bit of interest for you on the number of books that are out there. According to Mashable, they reckon there's 129,865,880 books in the world. There's also Mr. Google has that same number, probably heavily influenced by Amazon. And Amazon stats tell you that just on their Kindle books alone, they estimate over 5 million. And in the book depositories, which means the British Library or the Library of Congress in the USA, they have 150 to 200 million books there. Now, you might think, well, does the world need any more books? Yeah, they do. They need your story. Why not? Now, these numbers only include the books with ISBN numbers. So we know there's even more books out there because some people don't put ISBN numbers on and they keep it as a very private printing, or they have other means of getting to their readers and they don't use the ISBN number. I have got a podcast on that and I obviously recommend ISBN numbers highly, particularly if you want to get it on Amazon and other places. I just thought it was quite interesting thinking about the number of books that are out there. And to quote my favourite book, the Bible, I can never say it, Ecclesiastes says, "Of making many books there is no end." And how true is that with those kind of numbers? And to digress just a little, my favorite of all Bible quotes is when John tells us that of the things that Jesus did, that many, many things, if every one of those was written down, that the whole world would not have enough room for the books that would be written. So let's go back to your book. What is your book about? Well, they say you need to write about what you know. And I've always said everybody has a book in them. Now, someone I know who's very unlikely to write her book, but she still has a book inside her, is my hairdresser. So when I asked her, if you were going to write a book, what would it be about? She didn't say, oh, it would be about hair. It would be about the industry that she's in, which she absolutely loves and is an expert in. Reminds me I need to make an appointment. But she actually would want to write a book about how parents with children with special needs talk with the authorities, who often think that they know better than mum. Now, wouldn't that be an incredible book? So what is your passion? What is it that excites you about a subject or a topic that you find yourself talking about that to friends and family? And you read up on it and you want to know far more about that subject. So what is your book going to be about? Well, the first question is pretty easy. It is it going to be fiction or non-fiction? And that takes you down your genre. And the second question is, what is your genre? I love that word. I think it's a beautiful word. Now, that list, that choice is just inexhaustible. And I was just having a little look around and seeing what there is. So, you can have drama, you can have crime, and either of those could be fiction or non-fiction. You can have prayer, you can have maths, you can have picture books, you can have poetry, you can have young adult. It's interesting when we look at the categories that are, it's not so much about a children's book as about juvenile fiction or juvenile non-fiction or young adult fiction, young adult non-fiction. Now, when we wrote our book here, I just double check that it's coming up okay. Yeah. Now, when we wrote The Little Unicorn, as far as we're concerned, this is a children's book, and it's obvious it's a children's book. So on the back, we didn't put the category. So what are these categories that everybody's talking about, or in fact I am talking about today? Well, they are called BISAC, which is B-I-S-A-C, and you find them on the back of your book. So if you go to your books on your bookshelf, or next time you go to a bookshop or library, find out how many have got a BISAC code. Not all of them do, but if you were to find it, it would be on the bottom near the barcode, the ISBN number and the price. And it's a group of words or one word. So if I show you this one, which is Dick Francis, and we turn to the back, you will see down the bottom, he has got his category. You see that? Called fiction/crime. Now these BISAC codes, they're useful for bookshops and for libraries to categorize them, and therefore it's a choice whether you put them on your book or not. Amazon loves seeing them on your book. And with everything, there's categories. So if you look at my one from Frozen, I chose on here religion, Christian life / personal growth. So anybody looking, it's just below my picture, so anybody looking for a book will find this in those categories. If they were just looking for general, then it wouldn't come up. But if they were looking for Christian life and personal growth, then it comes up under religion as well. Now the Colouring 101 book, which we produced, this has got a much simpler category, just craft and hobbies / general, because this was where we thought the ultimate guide for colouring should be. But you don't choose your subcategories straight away. You just generally go, well, I want it to be about X. And, we didn't want, say, the Little Unicorn to be juvenile fiction, legends, myths, fables / general. We just thought it's a children's book. It's obvious. On we go. Now, these BISAC subject headings or subject code lists, it actually is a book industry standard for the categories. And the links for you to have a little look are https://reference.yourdictionary.com/books, literature / different types of books. I will put that in the subtitles. And the BISAC one is bisag.org/page/BISAC edition. Very interesting. But more interesting is, what is your genre? What's the subject you are going to write on? Is it fiction? Is it non-fiction? And the subject categories within both of those. Let me know. That's what I'd like you to do, is in the comments, let me know what your genre and possibly any subgenres you would write when you are going to write your book. Ladey Adey, keep writing.